If the father of your children wants to be part of their lives, hasn't done anything to harm those children, loves those children, there is no reason that you should be okay with excluding him from your children's lives. I love my children. She'll take them to the emergency room and I won't find out till days later. In the last month, I've gotten to spend 6 hours with them. This week was 2 hours. Actually, I think it's less than 6. This week was 2 hours. Today was 2 hours. Last week was, 2 hours. So yeah, I've gotten to spend 4 hours with them in a month. Because the 2 weeks before that, I didn't get to see them. Things will happen at their school. I won't find out. Unless the kids bring it up. I'm being accused of being a narcissist, being a toxic one. That's her justification. But I haven't done anything to those kids to justify this. I've been a part of their lives. All their lives. I haven't abandoned them. I haven't ignored them. I was part of their lives. They were part of mine. There's absolutely zero reason outside of a need for control and a need to look like the victim, because single mother looks really good on a toxic woman. Well, outwardly speaking. I've done nothing to justify having my children taken from me, where I'm treated like the random uncle that nobody really wants to see, but the kids have fun with anyway. That's not me. I'm their father. I don't know how much more of this narcissistic garbage I can handle. The kids are suffering too. God forbid the kids should actually be considered at all. I put the kids first. And I'm a deadbeat and a narcissist. She puts herself first. And she is the proud single mother, doing her best for her family. What a load of garbage. She's wearing my children's food on her arm and in her hair. I've been trying to avoid talking about this for the last few weeks because, yeah, it can be used in court. Well, it really can't because no names are used, but that doesn't mean it'll look good on me in court. But quite frankly, I am really getting tired of people treating me like I'm the bad guy just because I'm a guy. I can't think of any other reason for that to be the case because I sacrificed for them. All of them, not just the kids. Her too. But whenever it came time for her to finally take accountability for the terrible things that she'd done in our relationship, And yes, I did bad things too. A lot of them. I'm not saying I'm innocent, so don't get it twisted. I am guilty of plenty of those crimes, if you want to call them that, in our relationship. But when I was confronted, when I was found out, when I saw what I had been doing and how bad it really was, I admitted it, and I put in effort to change. But the moment she was held accountable, the moment I said, this is something that you're doing and it's wrong. You're doing things that hurt me. It's wrong. Instead of saying, oh wow, I'm sorry I hurt you, let me fix it, and then change the behavior, it was, yeah, but you did this several years ago, so I'm entitled. You deserve it. Don't invalidate somebody if they've put in the work to fix the problem that they created. And don't act like the victim if you decide you want to create another problem so you can avoid accountability. But back to my kids. I was there every day. I quit jobs for them. I quit jobs because my job made me decide, made me choose between my kids and work. Work is going to lose. Period. Work is going to lose. Anything that comes between me and my kids is my enemy. And that includes my ex. Until she stops trying to come between me and my kids, she is my enemy. But if one day that light bulb comes on and she realizes how toxic what she's doing is, how wrong what she's doing is, we can actually freaking be friends. We can be friends. But it takes her not being a toxic child. I might get some more stupid comments after this video, but so what? I'm not going to answer any of them anymore. I'm not going to play your games anymore. Just like I told her, I'm not going to play her games anymore. I've suffered enough at her hands. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm hoping the judge is able to see through all the lies and manipulation. Because then, there'll be nothing coming between me and my kids. Anyway, that's what I'm working out right now. I know that because of Texas law, there's not really anything I can do. Whoever has the kids gets the say. And I know that if I go and pick up the kids from school, she will call the sheriff's department. And she's probably going to make up some nonsense just to have the sheriff's department arrest me. Because, if I'm the father and there's no court order, I can go pick them up and it not be against the law. It won't be kidnapping. But if she thinks that she's going to lose control, she'll call the sheriff's department. She'll make up a lie if she has to, just to get me arrested. During one of our arguments, all I said was, I can't handle this anymore. I need you to please stop doing this. And it was ignoring me. And she would ignore me for weeks at a time. It was ignoring me and treating me like I didn't matter to her. Which, as it turns out, I didn't matter to her. She said, I need you to leave me alone. When all I said was, I need you to stop ignoring me. And I told her, I don't understand what the problem is. So she grabs her phone and says, if you don't back off now, I'm going to call the sheriff's department. I had no idea how to respond to that. This car has good brakes, I think. Oh. Okay, back to business. Yeah, I had to stop and talk to my brother. He was passing me by as I'm going home. But, I don't remember where I was. But the time I get to spend with my kids is shorter and shorter. She still refuses to actually let the kids be where I am. I have to go wherever she wants. And as long as the judge can see past lies and manipulation, that will stop. The kids will get to hang out with me wherever I live. Spend time with me, genuine, quality time, instead of an antique mall for an hour or Pizza Hut for an hour once a week. Every day, we were part of each other's lives, and she is completely okay with ripping that apart just so she never has to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, let me fix it. Anybody who is incapable of doing that is, by definition, a narcissist, because that is the kind of person who cannot take accountability. Yes, I've talked about accountability, and there have been times where in my past I have not taken accountability. And then I did. When I got cornered, I've had to do a lot of growing up. Honestly, even in the last couple of years. But if when cornered, when proof is laid in front of you, and you still can't take accountability, you still can't admit wrongdoing, that is a narcissist. I've been trying not to use that word too much here on YouTube, mostly because it's kind of a buzzword now. But the pattern's there. Anyway, I want my kids. I miss my kids. My kids are hurting because they miss their father. I wasn't a deadbeat. Even when I didn't make money, I still did work. I made sure that something was taken care of, that I was contributing something to the household, even if I wasn't able to make money. Money is not all a family needs, not all a household needs. Quite frankly, money is the thing the household needs the least. What it needs the most is two parents who love the children more than themselves. But a person who will cover themselves and whatever they feel like spending money on, while the kids have to ask or have to hear, I'm sorry, we don't have enough money for that, when it's just 20 or 30 bucks. That's not a person who loves their kids more than themselves. If you spend hundreds of dollars on yourself and then turn around and tell your kids that you can't spend 20 or 30 bucks on them, you don't care more about the kids than yourself. You are spending money on yourself at the expense of the kids. And that's definitive. Anybody who's willing to argue against that statement is every bit as wicked as somebody who will do that. Well, I guess I've ranted enough. Besides, I'm home now. I'm trying not to do too many more rant videos, just because it makes me feel bad, makes me look bad. I know it makes me look bad, but whatever. Every once in a while we got to look bad. Every once in a while we got to say things that sometimes could be better left unsaid. We're human after all. So, anyway. Everybody have a good day. I might post another video later. No, I'm not sure. And like I tell my kids, I don't want anybody to be like me. I want them to be better than me. And that includes myself. I want to be better than me. I don't want to be better than any of you. I don't care if you're better than me at something. I care whether I'm better than I was yesterday. So, that's the essence of what I try to say in my videos. Just be better. That's better than you were yesterday.